Funny how personal this hero business can become, huh, Hunter? I mean, you're hunting your mom, Eddie's being Eddie again. My favorite professor became a giant sewer lizard. My boss's son was a space werewolf. I even knew a doctor that accidentally turned himself into a vampire.
I am sorry you had to slay your friends.
Whoa, 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 slay? Who said anything about slaying?
Was it not your responsibility to save them from the horrors they had become?
Yeah, by curing them. I don't know how they do things in Salem, but in New York, shooting your boss's son with a silver bullet is usually frowned upon. Yeesh. Neighborhood sure is starting to feel a bit more unfriendly these days. Thankfully, I have May and MJ in my life to remind me what I'm fighting for. Speaking of, better go check in. You wouldn't happen to know the time difference between Queens and, well, wherever we are?
I do not know what a time difference is.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
The mystic arts require concentration and focus if you... I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Hey there.
Need something, Hunter? Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. Let's talk, Hunter. Hunter?
What's happening, Hunter?
I admire your leadership capabilities.
You flatter me, Hunter.
Easy enough for the Sorcerer Supreme to handle.
Bye.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Caretaker could have at least... I'm up for a challenge. Later. Time's wasting, Hunter. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. We need any advantage we can get. Peace.
Good girl, Charlie.
The Forge is a powerful tool.
So, what did you have in mind? Not my best. Later.
No pain, no gain. I like to stay on the cutting edge. All right then.
Something they don't tell you about leadership? All the papers. Vampires hit the Morlocks again.
And Dahlia?
Taken.
So this is the part where we bring her back.
I thought you might take some convincing.
You had us at kill vampires.
They want with Dahlia.
Focus, Storm.
Oh, I am. Those vampires are going to regret messing with me.
That is the spirit.
By the goddess.
Sin's handiwork, no doubt. We should free them before they...
This city has had enough of Sin and her pets. She's long past due a reckoning.
Bad news. More on the way.
That is bad. For them.
Go after the ones holding the keys. Let's get these people out of here.
This is intolerable. Sin has gone too far.
Leave none of her new kin standing.
You were too weak for this fight.
I call to the elements.
Never seen that before.
Now that was something. Your mother abandoned you.
This is what you came for.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
About your mother. They're mine. Lucky shot.
They're almost here. Hold position.
We aren't through with them yet. As if the Morlocks have not endured enough scorn in this city.
Sin has proven herself willing to step on anyone to achieve her goals.
She'll get what's coming to her. Maybe you can teach me that one. Get some. Give the mother my regards in hell. I'm on it. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Walk in the light.
I owe you one.
We'll have to do better than that.
Let's see what you can do.
Nailed it. That's not supposed to hurt. Come get it.
They'll be here soon.
How long has this been going on right under my nose?
We have had no shortage of distractions from my mother. This is not your fault.
Maybe not, but it sure does piss me off.
You have my thanks.
Anything for a friend.
Your time is coming.
We will not be discouraged.
Don't.
I am impressed.
You win. Accept your defeat. deliver you from her grasp.
That's a neat trick.
Get out of there!
Our numbers are endless.
Don't let your guard down. There's still more coming. We must work faster to free these people.
Bruh, hurry.
Can she really do that?
She can.
Watch me. Getting better every day.
The advantage is mine.
Watch close. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
You chose this path. Now you must follow it.
Playtime's over.
We will not fail.
Try something else.
We
Hydra doesn't know when to quit. We're on top of it.
Brace yourself.
I needed that.
They do not stand a chance.
I like the way you move, Hunter.
Your journey is over.
It's over.
Never surrender!
suffer.
is already sealed.
I can feel her corruption spreading.
Don't get up, even if you can.
Here it comes. These fanatics are always the same.
Are you prepared?
That's one hell of a move. Get ready. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
Some for the rest of us. Feel my call.
Doesn't look like much to me.
Face your end!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
It was your mistake in coming here. They are free. Now, where is Sin? Dahlia!
What the hell have you done, Vamp?
What have I done? A work of true genius. Personal alchemies, artifacts acquired over centuries.
And blood? Siphoned from dozens of innocents?
Hundreds. Mutant, human, a combined broth.
All to fulfill my one purpose. The creation of a vast immortal army that can cross sacred ground, that requires no invitation.
No flaw, no failure, no death. Just perfection.
No stakes. No silver.
No weakness whatsoever.
Except for me.
Enough bravado! My plan was flawless. All I needed was the right filter.
There will be no more running. You will answer for what you've done here and now.
Why would we ever run from you? We stand proud.
She's right, of course. There will be no more running for our kind.
Then this will end here.
It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Behold the light's gift!
Your timing is perfect.
Make me late.
Let me light your way.
It's you and me. Let's go.
We should have tried that sooner.
Good enough.
Elements bow to me.
I think you got him.
They still haven't realized their mistake.
Maybe I should be flattered.
Are you for the afterlife?
Your demise.
Our time has come.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Accept your fate.
Good. I could use some more practice.
Not good enough.
I always knew you were a parasite. Picking on kids? You're garbage.
You always have such a way with words, Blade. And you're so angry.
That almost sounded like garbage trying to talk. Now who's angry? Maybe you should teach me that one.
The light is on our side.
I appreciate your support.
This shall be of great help. The light will carry you onward. How invigorating.
Help. I have your back. The end comes for us all eventually.
Now we're through.
I'll remember your face.
I shall never cower.
Looks like they still want a piece. You asked for it. Your blood will renew me. Give the mother my regards in hell. That's one hell of a move.
They are still set on me.
that really the best you can do? When this is over, your blood will serve as the first of many exquisite meals to come. The Daywalkers become mutant daughters, and what are you exactly?
Unpalatable.
I very much doubt that.
Who's next? It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
I had hoped for a challenge.
Whoever trained you did a damn good job.
They brought this upon themselves.
No!
Master!
In the end, you are all alone.
Then so shall it be with you!
It seems vampires are vulnerable to lightning.
That was half my power. Don't move. You're all right now.
You came back for me.
Of course we did.
What now?
We'll take you home. Wherever you want that to be.
You can sleep in my room tonight, Dahlia.
What? No, I don't want to kick you out of your own space.
Don't worry about it. I can sleep in limbo.
I'm guessing there's no point in arguing with you.
You're smart. Try to get some rest. You need it.
In a bit. There's something I need to do first. Could you stop by later, Hunter? We should talk.
I'm making Dahlia an honorary employee.
Dahlia's call to introduce the Morlocks and the X-Men was a great idea. I'm sure Storm would agree.
Dahlia is alive. That's the important part. Hunter, do you know what claustrophobia is?
Does that have to do with the magical man who gives children gifts?
No, that's Santa Claus. I'm talking about a phobia. It's a fear attached to a specific thing. Are you scared of anything?
I fear death.
A natural fear, and a fate we all share. I'm sure you are not eager to re-enter your long slumber.
You are correct. I would not like to go through death again for a long time.
You've still got many years to go. But being scared is different than having a phobia.
Then what is this phobia of yours?
It's a fear of small, enclosed spaces. Phobias come from trauma, and if we're put in the position where our phobia is present, it's hard to function.
That sounds awful.
It was. Thankfully, I've been able to overcome it. It took many years of work and failure, but I did it.
I cannot imagine the fortitude it took to overcome such a hardship.
I was put in the position where it was my fear or the safety of my team. Sometimes being under extreme pressure works.
Even still, it is a feat you should be proud of.
I appreciate the sentiment. I just thought you should be aware of my past phobia.
Thank you for telling me.
Just know that it won't impact the team. That was the most fun I've had in ages. I enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter. Can you believe we're just one small part of this universe? Not to get all existential on you.
How do you feel?
Aside from the obvious, I'm alright. Although I've noticed my abilities don't feel the same. I don't know how to describe it, but it's,
Darker?
yeah. How did you...
I have darkness within me, too. I understand what it is like.
I don't want it to linger, to control me. How do you deal with it?
Everything is about harmony. The light balances out the dark.
What if the dark overtakes the light and causes an imbalance?
They will still balance each other out. It is hard to keep the darkness in check, but it will come to you in time.
It would be easier if I could just control the corruption and tell it where to go.
Yes, it would. But if I can do it, so can you.
I guess we'll see. You know, I'm actually surprised that you all came to rescue me. Don't get me wrong, I'm totally glad that you did. It was just unexpected.
What is next for you, Dahlia?
Honestly, I don't know. But for the first time in my life, I get to choose. Everything is up in the air, but, you know, I'm taking it day by day. I'm still cool to talk if you have more questions.
Has your opinion of Storm changed?
I was really unkind to her in the sewer. I spoke out of anger, and I regret it.
The words you spoke held no truth?
Yes. And no. It's complicated. But Storm showed up when it mattered. She cares about me and the Morlocks, and she showed it.
You should tell her this.
I plan on it.
How do you feel about leaving the orphanage?
Conflicted. On one hand, I hated it. Every day was a reminder that I didn't belong. But I was surrounded by kids who felt the same way, and we became a family.
You miss your friends.
I do. Leaving them behind sucked. But once I learned about the Morlocks, I knew I needed to help.
Then you found another new family.
I'm forever grateful they took me in.
What are your thoughts on the Morlocks?
They're my family. They took me in, and we cared for each other. We're all mutants just trying to get by.
They are not wary of you?
They were at first. They thought I was one of the X-Men. But once they saw I wanted to help, we built up trust.
Is being an X-Men bad?
Morlocks are used to being outcasts because of the way they look. There's a misunderstanding between the two groups, you know.
Have you reconsidered Storm's offer?
I was worried about this question. I have no idea.
That is okay. You do not need to know right now.
There's still so much about the X-Men I don't know about, and I can't just leave the Morlocks behind.
I'm sure you will figure something out.
Me too.
See you later, Dahlia.
I hope so. Yes?
See you later, Dahlia.
I hope so.
That reminds me, we need to get you a New York slice, Hunter. You spoke with Dahlia.
Yes, I wanted to check in on her.
I appreciate you doing that. I spoke with her as well.
Oh? About what?
I offered Dahlia another opportunity to join Xavier's school.
You asked again?
Third time's the charm. She said she'd sleep on her decision, so now we wait. It's important to form a bond with your team. Hello to you too. You and I are pretty similar.
Correct. We are both humans with extraordinary abilities.
I meant outside of our status as heroes. You and I are both leaders.
I do not consider myself a leader.
No need for modesty. You do a lot for the Midnight Suns. I don't need to tell you that being the head of a team means a lot of responsibility. Do you ever feel pressure to act or lead in a certain way?
Like with all things, it depends on what's going on around me. I need to be flexible when I'm in charge.
An interesting take on leadership.
You were not the same?
Maybe. Despite what anyone says, I believe we're all just winging it and playing it off as confidence because we have to.
It sounds like you were speaking from experience just now.
I forget how perceptive you are. I've had to keep my emotions in check for a long time, even before joining the X-Men. It's been hard to unlearn.
When you say you need to keep them in check, what does that mean?
I need to make sure I'm aware of how I feel 100% of the time. I have tools to keep me grounded just in case. Do you have anything like that?
I find that talking to someone I trust always helps me find my center.
A good option. It's a shame there isn't a therapist on call around the Abbey. That would save us a world of trouble when it comes to our mental health.
I will put it on our wish list for Caretaker to consider.
Ask her to make Charlie a therapy dog, too. That way, we could sneak her extra treats. Staying in control is crucial for me. If I ever seem guarded around you, don't take it to heart.
When you lose control, that affects your powers?
Something like that. Let's just say that when I'm stable, so is the weather and everything around me. I'll save the details for later.
I am looking forward to it.
Hunter, a word.
Hey, Hunter, you have a sec? If you ever need a favor, let me know. Within reason, obviously.
Something they don't tell you about leadership? All the paperwork. Dahlia left this morning for Xavier's school.
You do not sound surprised.
She's got the safety of her Morlocks to consider. With so many X-Men out for the Shi'ar Brood War, there's space.
The Morlocks were invited as well?
Yes. Magic ferried everyone to the school. They'll be secure until the vampire threat is eradicated.
I'm sure Dahlia is happy they were able to join her.
It was her idea. She proposed the X-Men and the Morlocks share space at Xavier's school to better understand one another.
She had a good role model to learn from.
No, this was all her. She came to this decision despite my missteps.
So, what are your plans, now that she is safe?
You went out of your way to help me. It is only right that I return the favor. I will remain at the Abbey until your fight with Lilith is over.
Good to see you.
You feeling all right?
No need to poke.
I've got a complicated relationship with anger.
So I have heard. And witnessed. And experienced firsthand.
Yes, I regret that our first interactions were between you and the green guy. Lilith had a way with keeping me enraged.
Trust me, I have a similar relationship with my mother.
Tell me, Hunter, do you have any tried and true ways to avoid being triggered?
I am not always successful at blocking an emotion, so I remain grounded by focusing on breathing and reminding myself that it is okay to feel, but I control how I act and think.
The most success I've ever had was when I was able to do just what you described.
It is not simple, and requires additional techniques like breathing control and thinking joyful, calming thoughts.
Ah, the happy place. Mine is in the lab, or going out for a stroll around campus with Betty.
I picture a world free of darkness and my mother's corrupting influence. And me, fishing by a river.
Well, that sounds lovely. I hope our happy places come true for both of us. All of my attempts to control my anger work, until they don't.
In my time, philosophers would simply say you are prone to bouts of explosive and uncontrollable passion. Perhaps you should reframe your so-called rage monster.
That would make me a cerulean passion beast. I'm not one for marketing, but it's not much of an improvement over Green Rage Monster.
I agree, although both conjure very different images in the mind's eye.
Honestly, the best method I've found so far? Focus on doing positive work. Time to put the nose to the grindstone and redeem myself for the Hulk's rampages. Thanks for the chat, Hunter. Hey, Hunter.
Glad to have you with us.
not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. This is some of my best work. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery will never close.
Until next time.
Intriguing.
Need a pick.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Let's converse, if you wish.
What did I get myself into?
Having a rough day?
I've had my fair share of rough days, but I'm finally reaching my breaking point.
So, what is the problem now?
Eddie won't listen to me.
You and Eddie have a complicated past. You cannot expect him to suddenly become your best friend.
I know that. I'm not breaking out the friendship bracelets just yet, but I wish Eddie would at least meet me halfway.
What is the actual problem?
Look, it's Eddie's vampire investigation. It feels like we're on one wild goose chase after another. I'm worried Eddie's about to jump into the deep end.
Then it is good that you are around to throw him a rope when he needs it.
I've been trying, but I feel like I'm starting to run out.
Peter, no one is forcing you to help him.
I know, it's just... Eddie always pushes me away. I thought if I could help him with something he cared about, maybe he'd... I don't know. I just don't want him to make a fool of himself, or get into trouble if he pokes around in places he shouldn't. What should I do here, Hunter?
You have known Eddie longer than I have. I trust you to guide him in the right direction.
Oh, wow. You really know how to ramp up the pressure, don't you? But you're right. I should figure out what I'm gonna tell him.
No matter what you do, keep looking out for your friend.
You got it, Hunter.